Look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago.
Well, these niggas with these laggy ass internet, bro, can't see nothing. Shit keep fucking freezing.
With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? And he coughed it up, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20.
Let's get that swagger.
And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Well, backbreaker that'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. How about the aggressiveness of the defense there? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stay close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Slide for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. John Franklin Myers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards are able to add on to their first half lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think,
they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the, and it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. That's the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not into... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards will have the football. This is taken up past the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of... Easy to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hines. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Murray again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the left side. Hines. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Murray going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garrison. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off play action. Garrison. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, Garrison. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Being chased. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partners, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw on second down, Garrison. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 3rd and 2, Garrison. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Murray from midfield. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Throwing on 1st down, Garrison. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll roll him out right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Zaven Collins, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to throw it. Murray. Uncorks one for Davis. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Murray now on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not.